I had a video call with another producer a few weeks ago, and basically he asked a really good question, that is like, how do you stay focused and how do you stay consistent with, you know, putting out content, putting out beats and bringing in, you know, consistent sales. Can you just get out of my water and let me like relax for 5 seconds? The problem with this red zone running thing, I mentioned this in my last video, it's like this HIIT training Instagram page that my old uni lecturer runs. Trouble with it is it's like clickbait. Like the workouts seem fairly, not easy, but like manageable. The first couple of minutes is easy, but the rest of it's just fucking torture. I mean, to be fair, red zone means like, in sciencey terms, which is what I did for my degree that I don't use, it means you're working above your threshold, you know, the threshold that allows you to keep running at a comfortable pace. So I suppose it makes sense, but it's tough. Hello Snoopies. These dogs, man. I had a video call with another producer a few weeks ago, like a consulting, you know, call, and basically he asked a really good question, that is like, how do you stay focused and how do you stay consistent with, you know, putting out content, putting out beats and bringing in, you know, consistent sales. And it's a really good question because time and time again, you know, you see producers come into this for a few months, they make a few beats, they put out a few beats, kind of give up within a 6-month period, and it is tough. Like there's no like beating around the bush. It's tough because you have to be consistent with your outreach, you have to be putting out content constantly. For a lot of guys, like the whole idea of being aware that you have to be super marketable, you have to put your face out there, you have to reach out to people every single day, and actually doing that, especially when you follow my advice of reaching out to people every day, can be tough. Like if you've implemented anything that I've explained or advised over the past year and a half, then you've probably hit several mental blocks where you're just like, I cannot be bothered to reach out to anybody today. I don't want to be sending DMs 50 times a day to random people. And way too often I see producers giving up way too early, and the reason why, and I'm pretty sure a lot of us, including myself, has been through this strategy where you find out that you can make money from beats, get so excited about it, you upload them, you get a beat store set up, you set up your YouTube channel, Instagram, you post every day, and what happens after those 2 or 3 months? No growth, no sales, no likes or followers. You burn out, you just think it's not worth, like, what was the point in doing all this work? Like, you clearly can't make a living from this. You can totally understand why this happens, because the expectations are kind of skewed. You're not 100% aware of the situation you're in and how much work it takes to get to a certain point. And on top of that, you've got life to deal with, you have bills to pay, you know, if you're younger, you have school to be worried about. And on the surface, you look at guys like Cash Money AP, you know, the big type beat producers who are killing it right now. They've got hundreds of thousands of followers, they're making good money from ad revenue alone, all from doing the exact same thing that we're doing, which is just uploading beats, but they seem to be absolutely killing it. And on the surface, it seems super easy and it seems like a non-brainer to just upload loads of beats, but on the back end, you're not yet aware of the sacrifices, the persistency, the amount of time they put in order to get to that point where they can literally upload a beat and make hundreds of dollars on the same day. And if you guys are into any like psychology type stuff, there was a psychologist that had an interview on a British news channel about 2 years ago, Jordan Peterson. He made a really, really good point. The whole interview was on like gender equality and people getting paid the same and women not getting paid as much as men. She basically challenged him on the grounds of there's like a very, very tiny percentage of women that are running the top FTSE 100 companies, which is like the big companies like Amazon and Coca-Cola. And he responded with, why would you want to do that? And then he explains that the people that run these top companies are very healthy, they're very intelligent, they are very persistent, and they are willing to sacrifice pretty much all of their life in the pursuit of being the best at that one thing. So they spend 70 to 80 hours every week specialized doing that one thing to get to the top. And to many people it's not desirable, and you have to kind of apply that logic to people that are doing really well in the producer industry, because these people are literally spending every single day making beats. They're spending every single day marketing themselves. They're spending countless hours doing just this one specialized thing, which is making beats every single day until they get to the top. And they have done that consistently until they got to the top. A ton of people don't get anywhere close to that because they're not willing to make those sacrifices. And who would? It's not desirable. You know, most people just make beats as a hobby and are totally fine with that. I'm not saying that you have to work 70 to 80 hours a week, because those people that are running those companies obviously are like, you know, millionaires, billionaires, and you know, it's ridiculous money. But what I'm saying is you have to be aware that you have to put that sacrifice in, you have to put that time in and not worry about the outcome so much as the process. Which brings me to the good points about all of this. This is like the positive side of it. Now, instead of going into this with the mindset of I'm going to make beats and upload beats, go into this with the mindset of I'm going to take this day by day. I'm going to reach out to X amount of people per day. I'm going to make one beat today. Like I said in my last video, get a pen and paper, write a to-do list every morning, get those things done and make them realistic. Don't be like, make 15 beats today. Be super realistic, just do what you can manage, and gradually you'll notice yourself being able to add more and more to that list every day, or add more meaningful tasks. And 2 or 3 months will go by and you'll gradually start to see yourself developing all of these new skills. The numbers will start to gradually creep up. After a while, things will start to snowball. Now, I'm going to be super honest and transparent with you guys. If you're still watching me and you've watched me rant for this long, then I'll give you this. I had not made any money from my music for the best part of 1.5 years. I started uploading beats in 2016. Okay, that's to my YouTube channel, to this very YouTube channel. I deleted them now, but I didn't make any money. I didn't make any sales, no ad revenue. I couldn't monetize any videos for the best part of 2 years. So I was just doing this off my own back. I knew I could make money eventually, but I was literally just like, alright, I'm just gonna pound away and make as many beats as I can and just roll with the punches. I know I'm not gonna get any lucky breaks right now, but you always hear, like, you know, you hear these successful people saying that they did this for X amount of years before they even got any traction. I just kind of went into this with the mindset of I'm going to at least take 2 or 3 years before I get any minor traction. So try not to discount the fact that you have to put in this amount of time. Try not to look at other people's situation and think that they got there quicker than you, or that they got there doing less work than you. I thought I'd just give you some actionable steps, some things you can actually start doing that will keep creativity up and hopefully allow you to just keep making beats and keep making sales, which is, if you're wanting to make a career from this, is what you're going to need to do as well. So first thing is, write that to-do list out. Get a pen and paper before you go to bed, or first thing in the morning. Write a list of things that you want to get done that day. Another thing that you could do is set realistic goals. You know, I try to avoid setting number goals. So like, I'd avoid setting that target of I want to reach 1,000 subscribers in a month. That's more than doable. I'm not saying you can't do that, but focus more on doing things that are in your control, because you can't control who subscribes to your channel. But what you can control is how many videos you comment on, how active you are on the social media platform that you want to grow on. So instead of thinking I want to reach 100 followers, make a goal of I'm going to comment on 500 posts today. I'm going to leave genuine comments on people's content. And circling back to like the whole point of this ridiculously long rant, doing these things, making those sort of micro goals on a daily basis and keeping up that schedule will allow you to stay creative, I promise you, because you won't feel like you're kind of stuck in one place. A lot of the times you can get to that point where you're feeling stagnant, you're not really learning a whole lot in terms of making music. So it's down to you now to keep pushing forward, stay learning. But yeah, I hope that kind of, this hill's tough, man. I hope that kind of, you know, clears things up a little bit for you in terms of like your own self-awareness, and hopefully that can kind of, you know, stand you in good stead in terms of staying consistent with all of this. And yeah, hopefully things go up for you. pitch it down. 1, 2, 3.